Soviet athletes built bulletproof shoulders with zero equipment. Back then, there were almost no gyms, so they got creative and discovered how to build shoulders that were not only big, but also super strong. While Western programs use 8 to 12 reps, Soviet coaches discovered 1 rep range that modern gyms still ignore. The big question now is, what exercises did they use? How often did they train? And what did their training look like? You don't need to travel 70 years back in time to find this out, because I spent the last days researching this for you, and I'll explain everything right here in this video. But before we jump into exercises, you've got to understand something. The Soviets trained completely differently than everyone else. They created the GTO program back in 1931. This was mandatory physical training for every school, university, and military facility across the entire Soviet Union. Millions of people follow the same system, and it worked because they figured out 3 principles that most people still don't understand today. Principle 1. Structured periodization. They didn't just randomly work out and pray for gains. They split training into 3 phases. Accumulation phase with high volume and lower intensity to build the foundation. Transmutation phase where intensity goes up, but volume stays controlled. And the realization phase where volume drops, but intensity maxes out. This wave pattern prevented burnout and kept progress coming for years, not only months. Principle 2. Submaximal training. Here's the secret. They trained mostly at 70 to 85% intensity, not constantly maxing out like some modern programs tell you to do. This meant they could train way more often, build better technique, and avoid destroying their joints. Soviet Olympic lifters were smashing records at age 36 because their bodies weren't wrecked by the age of 26. Principle 3. Technical mastery over everything. The Soviets cared about perfect movement, controlled reps, and building strength that actually lasted. Big muscles were just a side effect, not the main goal, and this is exactly why their methods work so well for bodyweight training. You can't fake a handstand push-up. Your body either has the strength and control, or you're kissing the floor. So how did they actually structure shoulder sessions? The typical Soviet shoulder protocol looked like this. 3 to 5 sets per exercise. 5 to 8 reps per set. Full rest between sets, like 2 to 3 minutes minimum. They wanted complete recovery. And here's the key. High training volume spread over weeks and months, not destroying yourself in one session. They'd rather train 6 days a week at 80% than 3 days a week at 100%. This kept their nervous system fresh and their joints healthy. Now you might think, wait, 5 to 8 reps seems low. But remember, we're talking full bodyweight exercises here. 5 perfect handstand push-ups is absolutely brutal. And because they used submaximal intensity most of the time, they could practice these movements almost daily without overtraining. Frequency beat intensity every single time. They also rotated exercises, changed rep schemes, and varied intensity in smart ways instead of just adding more weight forever. Some weeks, higher reps with easier variations, other weeks, harder progressions with lower reps. This constant, intelligent variation kept their bodies adapting without hitting walls or getting injured. Alright, let's get into the actual movements. Exercise 1. Pull-ups. Wide grip specifically. Now you're thinking, pull-ups are a back exercise, why are we starting here? Because Soviet athletes knew something most people don't. Your shoulders don't work in isolation. You need that thick upper back and strong lats to support shoulder development and create that V-taper. We will talk about the specialized shoulder exercises in a second. For these pull-ups, we're going wider than shoulder width. This puts more emphasis on your upper back, fast on the way up, slow and controlled on the way down, 3 to 4 seconds lowering. This builds both strength and control. Now, obviously, you need a pull-up bar for this. Don't have one? Touch grass and find a local park with bars. 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Exercise 2. Body rows, also called Australian pull-ups or inverted rows. These build back thickness that supports your shoulders from behind. You can do them on a bar with your feet on the ground, but that's pretty hard for most people starting out. Easier option. Grab some gymnastics rings, hang them from your pull-up bar and row from those. Rings let you adjust the height so you can make it easier or harder. Exercise 3. Ring curls for biceps. Yeah, we're isolating arms too because shoulder development needs strong biceps and triceps for balance. Set up your ring setup again. Lean back, keep your body straight, and curl yourself up by bending only at the elbows. This is way harder than it looks. That's your full pull day. Build the foundation your shoulders need. Now, let's talk about pushing. This is where we directly hammer those shoulders, chest, and tricep. Exercise 1. 1. Pike push-ups. This is your shoulder press equivalent. You're basically doing an upside-down push-up that loads your shoulders instead of your chest. You form an upside-down V shape. From here, lower your head toward the ground by bending your elbows. Then press back up. If you're just starting, do these on the floor. If you're a bit stronger, elevate your feet on a couch or a chair. The higher your feet, the more weight on your shoulders. And if you're really advanced, you can do full handstand push-ups against a wall. 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps for pike push-ups. 3 to 5 reps if you're doing handstand push-ups. If you're a beginner, handstand push-ups will not be something for you. But I made a quick roadmap at the end for beginners so they don't fail or make any mistakes. We will talk about this after exercise 2. Incline push-ups for front delts. Elevate your feet on something and put your hands on the floor. This angle hits your upper chest and front delts hard. If you have parallettes or push-up handles, even better because you can go deeper. If not, the floor works fine. I like to superset these with regular push-ups. Do 15 incline push-ups, immediately drop to regular push-ups for another 10 to 15. That's 1 set. Do 3 sets total. Alright, so you're hyped but thinking, I can't do half of this stuff yet. Perfect. That's exactly where everyone starts. Here's your beginner's roadmap based on Soviet progression principles. Weeks 1 through 4, master the basics. Do pike push-ups on the floor, 3 sets of 5 to 8 reps, 3 times per week. Do assisted pull-ups using a chair or resistance band, 3 sets of 5 to 8 reps. Do regular push-ups and knee push-ups if regular is too hard, 3 sets of 8 to 12. This builds your foundation. Don't rush it. Weeks 5 through 8, add volume and difficulty. Elevate your feet for pike push-ups. Add body rows to your pull days. Start practicing handstand holds against a wall for 10 to 30 seconds at the end of each session. You're not doing handstand push-ups yet, just holding the position to build stability. Keep progressing your pull-ups. Try to use less assistance. Weeks 9 through 12, attempt advanced progression. Try negative handstand push-ups. Kick up to a handstand, lower yourself down slowly, don't press back up yet, just negatives. 3 sets of 3 to 5. Keep your pike push-ups as a warm-up. Weeks 13 and beyond, you're in the full program now. You can do some handstand push-ups, even if it's only 1 or 2 per set, that's fine. Do those. Finish with negatives. You're doing proper pull-ups. Your push-ups and dips are strong. Your legs are getting work. Now you just follow the Soviet periodization. Some weeks push intensity with harder variations and lower reps. Other weeks back off slightly with easier progressions and higher volume. This wave pattern is what kept Soviet athletes progressing for decades. Always remember, 1 perfect rep beats 5 garbage reps every single time. The Soviets weren't in a rush. Neither should you be. Thanks for watching. See you in the next